Oh, hey y'all, it's Deanna. Welcome to my channel. This is just going to be a little bit of a garden update. Nothing major. Just some garden cleanup update. If you had seen this in my other videos where this pile of branches is, I had planted a Dickinson pumpkin over there in front of that, on this side of that tub. And it just I wrapped it around. So this whole area was covered with pumpkin vine at one point and grass. And once the pumpkin vine started to die off most of the way, I harvested the rest of the pumpkins, which I need to do a video, but anyway, on the pumpkins that I got. Oh, sorry, my hands are itching. I was pulling some weeds and now my hands itching. But anyway, I got up most of the vine. I cut out all of the vine, almost all of it. There's probably a little bit down there still. And then today I weed eated the grass around it, so it looks better. And then I started also cleaning up the squash and pumpkin vine over here, the AOT squash and the pumpkin vine. So there was a little old Long Island cheese pumpkin right there, and I've got it. It looks like it may turn orange. Sorry, my hand's itching. But anyway, I cut away a bunch of those vines that were right here. And this was all covered in vine too, if you've seen any of my previous videos. And one of the AOT squash was planted right over there, and I did pull it out. That's what's over there. I did pull it out of the ground. It had root knot nematode, something awful. Maybe that's why I didn't get a whole bunch of squash off of it. I think I got 2 off of that vine. One I got yesterday, and the other one's still under that green cloth there, which I'm gonna have to get it soon before these lady beetles go after it. But it's still green. It's not even trying to turn yellow yet, or orange yet. So I didn't want to take it out yet. I could, but anyway. And I cut back a bunch that was over here and a bunch that was right there. See, this got to the point where I couldn't even really walk through here either because there were so many vines. Excuse me. And those vines ran all the way this way. So I still need to work on that one. And there is a loofah vine mixed in with that squash vine. So I need to work on it. But there are 2 AOT squash hanging over here underneath. They're covered in tulle, but they're there. I don't know if they're turning orange yet or not. I haven't looked, but I'm gonna try and get to that too this week. So I'm already worn out from moving those branches over there and weed eating all that grass and then putting the branches back because I didn't want them in the middle of the grass. And then yesterday I started cutting back on this loofah here. Started to cut back in that direction so that whenever they decide to, if they decide to do it, to lift this trailer up, which I'm not looking forward to. And I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because it won't be so low to the ground that the floors get soft all the time. But I'm not looking forward to the process of getting there. But anyway, I've got to get through all of that. I'm sure they could come in here and weed eat it right down, but there are 2 big old holes over there that the dog dug, and I don't want somebody coming out here falling in them. I know they're there. You can't see them, and I can't see them, so I don't walk that way. But anyway, I started cutting that back. Cut a little bit of it out of the tree, what I felt like dealing with yesterday. And so, anyway, there's some loofah in there. There's oh gosh, see, I found a hole. There is a loofah right there, and I think there's another one around here somewhere. Oh, there's one down there. And there's one right there. I found a couple of big ones yesterday when I was trying to clean out, and there's another one. So, oh, see, look, that one's gotten too big. Well, it might not be, but maybe I'll cut it today. I don't know. Depends on if it's hanging on a vine that I cut, because I can tell by the way it's wilty. It's a vine that I cut from over that direction, so that vine is dead. I'll cut that one off today. Stick it in the fridge, because I got two to cook. Two in the house to cook later. And there's another little one right there. And I think that's all of them that I recall at the moment. I think. It's a mess, y'all. It's an absolute mess. Anyway, I think that's all for this video. I'm gonna go in and cool off because it's quite warm, and make myself something for lunch. Maybe just a banana and some cottage cheese. It's easy, and I like both. So anyway, y'all have a good one. Bye now.